What do we do about our pet peeves? Annoyances. The stuff that makes us crazy. If you're anything like me, you make YouTube videos about them. You're watching Adam's Answers, and this is I Hate Summer. So do you hate anything that everybody else seems to love? I've got a biggie. I hate summer. Now, I don't hate it exactly, but it's easily my least favorite season. And I'm probably not alone on this, but everybody else is too shy to say anything about it. Since I'm a grown-up, it means that I work the whole year. And I live in California, where it's nice in the winter, but too hot in the summer. But the number one reason I hate summer? Well, when you get hot, you stink. And it's not just me, it's all of you too. Wintertime might be cold and miserable, but it doesn't make you smell bad. Going out is fine, but riding the subway home with all of your armpits and sweaty sandal feet? The worst. Look, I don't mean to sound pessimistic here. I don't pout indoors waiting for it to be over. I still try to make the most of summer when it's happening. As a kid, I loved it. No school, playing all day, and growing up in Michigan where it's cold and snowy so much, summer was perfect for riding bikes and slip and slides. Now, we couldn't afford a slip and slide, so my sister and I would improvise with garbage bags pegged into the hillside. Nowadays, I try to enjoy summer concerts, 4th of July parades, and lots of barbecues. Making the most out of what you've got. Thank you for letting me share. I feel a lot better. Now I think I'm gonna go for a little dip. Okay, so maybe I don't hate summer quite as much as I thought. We'll see you in the fall. And then there was the time I made this video about the fact that it's still okay for all of us to, make fun of each other for not watching movies? I have found an unkindness loophole in our world. It's a way that we make others feel bad, and it's considered totally acceptable. Because of what I do, everyone assumes that I've seen every movie ever made. When they find out that I haven't, people will say things to me like, "What? You've never seen Citizen Kane?" Ever heard anything like that before? It's like if you'd never seen Frozen. Kids would be like, "What? Everyone's seen Frozen." And how does that make you feel when people say things like that? Probably alone and bad. And it's not just about TV and movies. Let's be honest. Every single person has missed out on something. What? What? My friend Navs has never been to Taco Bell. My friend Philip didn't have a TV in his house. My friend Grover's never had coffee or a pickle, and only recently had a blueberry when he lost a bet. What? Yeah. I've never seen the Toy Story movies. All of you are judging me right now. You're probably thinking, "Oh, but Adam, you'll like them so much." Now, I'm sure that that's true. But you don't have the right to make me feel different or feel bad about it. I don't think we mean to make people feel bad on purpose. We're just surprised. What? But unfortunately, we're probably hurting someone else's feelings when people say things like this. I found myself saying stuff like that too. So now instead of saying, What? I say, "Oh, I'm so excited for you to have that experience for the first time." The next time your friend tells you, "I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't watch football. I've never been to an amusement park. No one in my family has a smartphone." Let's close the unkindness loophole and not respond with, "What?" But try, "Oh, interesting. I'm different than you in that way." So, where in your life do you get loopholed? Tell us in the comments section below. You'll feel better. Huge difference. #huge. I mean, I could go on and on here. People who don't use their turn signals, or people who let their dogs off a leash and say, "Oh, don't worry, he's real friendly." Yeah, I can't tell that when he's coming at me with his mouth open. Moms with their strollers walking down the center of the way at Disneyland and paying no attention to anybody else. Now, I think it's really important for us to remember that most of the time, people are not being disrespectful on purpose. Let's take a breath and acknowledge that. But I also really believe that if you're feeling strongly about these things, that matters. You're worth it. If you want to say something to somebody who's chewing with their mouth open or isn't being a person of their word and isn't doing the thing that they said they were going to do, I think it's okay for us to have a very respectful, thoughtful talk with that person. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. For more Adam's Answers episodes, you can click right here. And please don't forget to subscribe. That happens down here. Laugh a little, think a lot, love better.
Don't say all.
The trick is to do
It's that first one that's awfully
It's
fun.
Friday. That's Friday's drinking bowl.
No, I
right?
won't do it anymore.
the trick is to do, wait till his eyes.